Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, was out and about for lunch yesterday with a familiar face. We've got all the deets, so let's get started. Meghan is known for being a foodie, for being a girl's girl, and for also always serving up stylish looks. And we all got a healthy dose of all three when she popped out for an outing with another well known actress. We have all the deets straight from People magazine, as well as the original source of the pictures. But before we get into that, if you haven't already, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment along the way, and please don't forget to share if you feel so inclined so more people can find the channel. Now, let's get the deets. Once again, this article is on people.com and it's titled Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, and Kimberly Williams Paisley catch up over cozy lunch at Montecito hotspot. The Duchess of Sussex and Williams Paisley have lots in common professionally and philanthropically, and this was written by Janine Henney and Aaron Hill. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, and Kimberly Williams Paisley caught up over an Italian meal last weekend. On Sunday, July 21st, the Duchess of Sussex, an actress and activist, were seen leaving Treloon in Montecito, California in photos obtained by the Daily Mail. Now, again, those photos might actually have sourced from there. I'm not sure where the original source actually was, especially if it was the Daily Mail. It would never cross my radar. The first place I saw these photos was on the Meghan Markle website from Brazil, and those were shared to Twitter, and that was the first time I saw them when a whole bunch of squatties shared it, sent it to me in the DMs, etc. So that's how I saw it first, and I follow that Meghan Markle website as well as their Twitter account. They're linked in the description box below as the number 1 and number 2 spot under sources if you'd like to follow them as well. Again, I just want to be clear. If these sourced originally from the Daily Mail, I would not have seen them because I have them blocked everywhere. However, the first place I saw them was this website. So who knows? I'm sure People magazine knows their stuff. The Italian restaurant and celebrity hotspot is in the same Santa Barbara enclave where Meghan lives with husband Prince Harry and their kids, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex dined at Treloon a few days before Meghan's birthday last August. The pair, who are both alumni of Northwestern University, caught up over pasta and wine, People understands. William Paisley graduated from Northwestern in 1993, and the Duchess of Sussex earned her degree in 2003. Meghan and Williams Paisley aced summer style, with the Duchess of Sussex wearing a white Anine being button-down tucked into jeans with Chanel flats. We've actually talked about her white button-downs, but especially her Anine being button-downs, and she just knows how to really go with that casual yet super styled, just a little bit tousled look. I love that refined casual look, and she just nails it. It's definitely a California thing. She nails it. She accessorized with Ray-Ban aviator shades and 2 gold necklaces carrying her Dior Lady Di, a Di Light handbag. Is it D-Light? I said Di Light. Lady D-Light handbag. And we actually just talked about that handbag not too long ago. Meanwhile, the Nashville star wore a breezy blue dress with a sling bag, pushing her hair back with sunglasses and sporting sneakers. While the two haven't been photographed together before, they have plenty in common, both professionally and philanthropically. In addition to their college connection, Williams Paisley shot to stardom in the 1991 film Father of the Bride, while Meghan starred in the first 7 seasons of Suits before stepping back from acting following her royal engagement to Prince Harry in 2017. Now, before I continue, if you haven't seen my series of royal reviews, it has its own playlist here on YouTube as well as on Patreon. Please check it out. Meghan was in quite a few movies, and she's always playing a very different character. Some of the characters you might be surprised that she played. She took a few daring roles. Now, I have to be honest, The Dater's Handbook is definitely my favorite movie she was in by far. It was so good, but all of them were really fun and cheeky and feel-good movies. Something you would expect from someone who's very concerned about leaving people with a positive impression and feeling good. Those movies definitely nailed it. So I recommend watching all of them. They're all available in one streamer or another, and also checking out my reviews. But they always bring up Suits, which is great. But before Suits, she was in quite a few movies and has been in a few since she was on Suits. So please check those out. They're really good. Meghan and Williams Paisley also share a commitment to paying it forward through their charitable efforts. Meghan and Prince Harry founded their nonprofit Archwell Foundation in 2020 to serve as an umbrella for their various philanthropic endeavors. In a similar initiative, Williams Paisley and her husband Brad Paisley founded The Store in Nashville in 2020 to provide free groceries to families experiencing poverty. Oh, I love that. In April of 2021, the couple opened up to people about the impact of providing nearly 1.3 million meals during the store's first year. Quote, "This has been our dream," Williams Paisley said at the time. "People will be able to come and shop with dignity and make choices for their family." While the store operates in Tennessee, the Paisleys have a second home in California with their teen sons, Huck and Jasper. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex's Archwell Foundation has also endeavored to address food insecurity in times of crisis. Archwell has partnered with Chef Jose Andres' World Central Kitchen since December 2020 to create positive community change. The groups have worked in tandem to build 4 community relief centers around the world and distributed meals in Ukraine. Quote, "I love them," Andres previously told People. "I have been able to spend time with them, working with them, and they are very hands-on and highly knowledgeable of what's happening in the world, what the issues are, and what the needs are." Aw. Meghan has also shared her culinary creativity for multiple charitable cookbooks, sharing a lemon olive oil cake recipe for World Central Kitchen cookbook, Feeding Humanity, Feeding Hope, published in September of 2023. She was also instrumental in the release of Together, Our Community Cookbook, after cooking with a group of women who suffered after the Grenfell Tower tragedy at the Hub Community Kitchen while living in the UK in 2018. The Duchess of Sussex wrote the foreword for the collection of 50 recipes, and a portion of the proceeds benefited the community cooking space. I actually still make that green omelet that I tried out on camera for the channel, and it is so good. I love it. Now I did substitute the heavy cream for butter, I think, and it was just a little bit lighter for me. So if that's actually something that you've tried and you were like, it's a little heavy, try butter instead of heavy cream, and that's what actually worked. But the actual flavor and the taste, oh, it is so good. And sometimes I even put a little andouille sausage in it and a little bit of mushroom. So that's just me. I might do an update to like how I've actually evolved that omelet after doing that first recipe. But all the recipes that I've tried 7 so far, have been immaculate. I need to do more on camera. I think I'm going to start back trying those recipes out from the Together cookbook, Our Community Kitchen, from the Hub Community Kitchen, excuse me. I think I should start trying more of those on camera again because that was a lot of fun. But I'll tell you what, that green omelet is still my favorite. And then I started putting, of course, the sausage and the mushrooms in it, and it just took it to the next level for me. So let me know if you guys have made anything from the cookbook. And if you have, what was it? And did you change anything? Because I like trying different recipes, different ways. So I'll learn a recipe and then I'll tweak it 1,000,001 times. And it just keeps it fun and alive. I do that all the time. Like even family recipes, when I learn them, and my family's kind of reluctant to pass down recipes. I got to be honest. I've been documenting them because I know how they can be. Because the goal is to like pass them down so that everybody can contribute to family meals. So not everybody needs to know everything. And I get that, but you never know. One year somebody might skip, and then what are we going to do without the mashed potatoes? So I've been documenting every recipe I learned from my family, and then I come home and I tweak it and try out different things. And I've been doing the same thing with the Together cookbook. So anyway, if you've made anything from either cookbook or if you made the lemon olive oil cake, let me know how that turned out. I just wanted to take a super short break to say, if you have not already, please don't forget to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and if you are interested, feel free to participate in the live chat going on now, or feel free to leave a comment if you do not wish to engage in the live chat. Once again, I know I do this all the time. I'm enjoying a channel, I'm enjoying the video, I'm just having a great time, and I completely forget to hit subscribe. So please don't forget to hit subscribe. Don't forget to comment if you wish, and please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button so that the algorithm on YouTube knows that you like my content. Now, let's get back to the show. It's great to see that Meghan was going out, having fun with friends. Who knows what they talked about? I'm sure they discussed their work. And of course, they're alumni of the same college. And then, of course, they're both philanthropists. I'd never heard of the store in Nashville before, but now I'm doing my research so that I can contribute. That sounds like a really great initiative. And I'm going to look for some more around Dallas. Hopefully, there's some that are similar to that in Dallas. And if not, who's to say that we shouldn't start one, right? So who knows? But I'm going to look into that because that sounds like such a great program and a great concept. And it sounds like it's going really well. So I'm definitely going to do my research. I'm very intrigued by that. But all in all, it was great to see that Meghan was out and about having a good time. Now, here's the thing about Meghan's style. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say the thing. I don't want to insult anybody and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But I'll say this, it is very rare that people can pull off both formal, high-end couture looks and make it their own, and also casual looks and make it their own. Sometimes, or I'll even say in so many cases, it's either or with a lot of people. And the reason is a lot of times when people get into formal wear, they look overly made up or overly done up, and they're wearing someone else's vision on their body. And so there is essentially just existing within an existing image instead of making it their own. And one thing that I love about Meghan is when you see the source of her clothes, the source of her dresses, the source of her gowns, and you go look at how the model was done up, or you go look at the lookbook and how it was dressed up there, it's never the same as how she wears it. And she alters everything. So when she wears these pieces, they are her own. You're not going to find it anywhere else where it's identical to that because she has them fit to herself, but she also has them styled for her own style. And she's talked about her own personal style several times. She was on the Style Network. She did a segment for them during Fashion Week one time where she talked about health, wellness. She also did a segment with Shape magazine where she talked about health, wellness, and fashion. And in those interviews, she talked about having a personal style, but also how important it is to get things tailored and to find a good tailor. I was actually helping my husband find a tailor. And so, you know, that phase when you move and you have to find new vendors for everything. So like a new nail person, a new salon, a new all this stuff. And since I lived here before, I thought it would be easy, but it's been 8 years. My style has changed significantly. So has his. And so I was trying to help him find a dry cleaner and a person to do alterations. We prefer when they're one and the same, but it's looking like we're not going to get that. But anyway, I went to the place and I'm talking to these people and I'm like, so this is kind of what he's wanting, blah, blah, blah. And I'm dropping the clothes off and he's going to meet them there to do the fitting. As I'm dropping it off, the lady goes, you do realize the alterations are expensive. And I was like, and how do you mean? And she goes, well, they're more expensive than dry cleaning. I said, I would assume so because it's a different service. Is there a point to this comment? And she goes, well, I just want to make sure everyone is prepared because it is expensive. And I said, do you preface that with all of your customers? And she was like, oh, no, I just wanted to warn you. And I said, did you feel like I needed a warning that I would have to pay money for a service? Are you saying that it's inadequately priced? Joseph A. Banks, they don't do that. They just tailor the clothes and I go home. But I prefer to go to mom and pop shops or like one of its kind or one of a kind places instead of big chains. You know, I want to make sure I give back to people who are working hard to achieve their dreams. So I'm sitting here talking to this lady because I'm like, I want to work with, you know, your tailor because this is this is an individual unit. This is not a chain and I want to work with them. I don't want to read too much into it, but she kept saying it. She was like, I just want to make sure that, you know, you're prepared to pay, you know, what we charge. And I said, do you not have a price list? And she goes, well, it's unique based on the alterations. I said, oh, okay. Do you feel like you're overpriced for the quality? Do you not feel like you priced this well? No, definitely high quality. I said, then why did you warn me? And I was like, Joseph A. Banks tailors our clothes all the time. They don't warn, they just charge. And she's like, oh yeah. And then so the lady that I could tell who actually owned it, she gives her this like shooting daggers look and it says, we price based on the quality of our work and we do very good quality work. And I'm glad you came here. And I'm sure if you're here, it's because you can be and you should be. And we're happy to have you. And she goes, could you go fold? And she like pats the girl on the back and she just like scurries off. And it was, mind you, I'm standing there like, this is uncomfortable. Oh my gosh. Like, did she just imply that I couldn't afford it by looking at me? Like, it was a very weird experience. It was this place called, and I actually just found them. I didn't get recommended, but it's this place called like Metrocrest in a little town near Dallas called Addison. And I'm going to be honest. I was like, well, when we pick up these clothes, baby, we're going to keep looking. And we expect to look for like 3 or 4 more places before we find the one. But if we don't find the perfect tailor or whatever, within 3 or 4 tries, we're just gonna go back to Joseph A. Banks and call it a day. But anyway, oh, and Men's Warehouse, they do good tailoring too. But if you have any suggestions for tailors for men or tailors for women or seamstresses around the Dallas area, please let me know if you have suggestions because I'm looking for like a person, like a go to. I liked having a go to person in South Florida. That was for every little thing from my car wash to my tailoring to even my farmer's market. Like I liked having go to people, and I like when I go in and they remember me and I remember them and we can kind of build a relationship over time. So I'm looking to get back into that. So if you have a recommendation for a tailor, that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Once again, it was so wonderful to see Meghan out and about with her amazing elevated casual style. And those jeans were cute. I have to get on whatmeganwore.net and look at who made those jeans because I want some of those jeans. Those are cute. And of course, the Chanel ballet flats, as always, it's the perfect touch. So that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed today's video as well as my little musty rant at the end. If you haven't already, feel free to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on that notification bell. And don't forget to share so more people can find me. That's all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the SharionSade podcast.